Disclaimer: everything in this podcast is an opinion with brief research to support it. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only and should not be taken seriously.
Welcome everybody to the Scratching the Surface Podcast. This is the first of hopefully many to come. Today I am joined by my accomplice, or friend, or whatever you want to call it,
Cameron,
and my terribly audioed friend.
me, Adam.
There you go. Brilliant audio. In it, just make sure to leave your comments if anyone actually watches it. Today we're going to be talking just about a few random subjects that will hopefully blossom into a beautiful conversation.
Should be good.
Yeah, it should be good. Our first topic of discussion is going to be government-controlled media, just on our general thoughts on the subject. Does anybody want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You go first, Joe.
Yeah, you go first.
Alright, so, government control the media in lots of ways, like more than you would think. Little things like censorship, like if you're in Britain, the watershed.
Yeah, especially with politics and stuff like that. That's
Yeah. Government, like, control, like, how you view certain people on TV. Like, if, say Boris Johnson's in, or whoever, Barack Obama, you know, whatever country you're living in, chances are they will make sure they see your leader in a good light. Like in Russia with Putin and all that stuff. Anyone got all quiet about censorship?
Like, you know, Boris, you know, you've seen all those, like, videos of Boris doing all those, like, good stuff for, like, charity and stuff.
Yeah, like when he's ziplining.
Yeah, ziplining, that stuff. But, like, I haven't really heard anything bad about Boris, other than the fact that during the apartheid, he was burning money in front of homeless people. I don't know whether anyone
I don't know if that's true, to be honest.
I don't know.
But,
I don't know, but, like, I heard, because I think it was trying to, like, promote Jeremy Corbyn, because apparently he was trying to, like, help, like, the black people.
Yeah, that wasn't good. But, you ever seen Boris Johnson's Instagram? You know, hashtag back Boris when the general election was going on?
No, I didn't see that, actually.
He was going around, like, factories and stuff, just, you know, trying to helping people.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're on about.
It looked really good. It made me want to vote for the guy. But you remember some of his policies, like privatising free healthcare and stuff.
I don't think that'll work out, because I don't know where, don't quote me on this, but maybe I think you have to pass that through Parliament, maybe?
Yeah, anyway, let's get back to the subject, censorship. I think censorship's good if it's limited, like getting rid of swear words off daytime TV and like nudity and stuff.
Like
So
China's a big censorship problem.
China censor too much in my opinion.
They are communists, so it kind of makes sense.
They're more like a communist democracy, aren't they? They're like a high.
It's like,
Yeah, but still, this is quite a lot.
It's weird.
So you're showing opinions.
Yeah, let's not talk about let's try not to talk about China, because we could make a whole podcast on stuff that's happening there, and it's really dark what's going on there.
It's not exactly.
Did you hear about the whole gamers can only play it like 2 hours or something a night?
Yeah, well, that's because they want to have like a really fit and healthy population, don't they?
You can't really have a fit and healthy population when the entire country's covered in smog.
Anyway, let's back to the subject, censorship.
Yeah, back to the subject.
I think it's a good idea, but I really think by the age of about 8, kids these days will know all the swear words. They're not going to be like, unless they grow up in a very strict household, you know. But I don't see that happening.
But if you go to a public school, then people are going to hate, like, you're going to hear people say that whether you want to.
Yeah, throughout daily life.
Yeah,
Definitely.
swearing has become part of people's, like, just...
Yeah, their vocabulary.
People's vocabulary now. Like, even at school in front of teachers, people swear.
Yeah, if you listen to conversations now compared to, I don't know,
maybe
20
30 years ago,
it's so much different.
Yeah.
And, you know, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing introducing swear words, because it desensitises the word, so it loses its meaning.
Which is good.
like calling someone let's say a faggot, for instance, it's not nice, but it doesn't.
I don't think people mean it in the homophobic way anymore. People just see it as a way to call someone like, I don't know, like an idiot or something now.
It's not as big as an insult as it was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Back then, it was frowned upon to be gay, but now it's like fine.
It's acceptable, and that's how it should
Yeah,
be.
so it's accepted now.
Anyway, let's get back on topic. Where should we go next? Video games censored in certain parts of the world by government.
Yeah, that game, I don't know what the name is.
Manhunt was one of them that got banned out in England, Ireland.
There was a school shooting game that got banned, or was not allowed anywhere.
I think some games are banned.
I understand banning certain games.
That game where you can use cats as suppressors. That game is banned in America, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But like, you ever played GTA Vice City?
Yeah.
There's a scene in that where you can see someone's head bobbing up and down, like whilst they're getting bummed, basically. And they banned that right out by just putting a black bar over it and stuff. I think instead of censoring games that way, they should put a disclaimer in a video instead of like.
At least give them an option.
Yeah, give them an option if they want to play it, like the mission out of Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2, no Russian.
Yeah.
Where you walk into an airport, shoot lots of people. Very controversial. But they did have the option to.
But that is part of the storyline. It's crucial for the storyline.
Yeah, it's important.
Personally, one of my favourite games, Call of Duty World at War.
Yeah.
They use clips of people like being hugged. Like there's a mission.
They use footage from World War II. Of really gruesome stuff, but it adds to the storytelling aspect of the game. It makes it more like
that's what makes Call of Duty World War II so bad. Like, because they don't show the swastika. You know.
I understand it in Germany because they're trying to clean themselves up, aren't they? Like after World War II,
but that's not their fault.
It's not cleaning themselves up. Basically, everyone during World War II, they were pissed off because of all the stuff that got introduced. What's it called? That treaty thing. Treaty of Versailles?
The Treaty of Versailles.
Yeah, Treaty of Versailles, yeah.
Where Germany basically just got depowered. So Hitler came along, capitalised and all that stuff. But
I mean, the Weimar Republic wasn't really working anyway. No one liked them, especially after hyperinflation. No one liked them. Everyone lost their savings and stuff. And everyone wanted something better than... They wanted to go back to how it was with the Kaiser before World War I.
A guy who hated Jewish people saw an opportunity and capitalised. And I would say, can you blame him? But you can blame him.
He used the money from Mein Kampf to create a house up near the Austrian border.
Well, isn't he Austrian, Hitler?
Yeah.
Anyway, I think
he's Austrian, but he claims himself as German.
Well, he's dead now, and I think we're getting a bit off topic. We've gone from government to
Yeah, but it's good to talk about other things. Like.
Yeah. There's one more thing I'd like to speak about in this subject before I move on.
Yeah, let's hear it.
And that's people bending the truth, like the government. I know we've kind of touched on this with politics. Bending the truth to, like, I don't know, mixing things seem bad that are not, and just like blatantly lie. Do you know when Brexit was happening, they said that £250 million a day to the European Union, and that was just fabricated. They were saying they'd put that money in the NHS. That wasn't real.
I'd say another censorship thing or like bending the truth will be like Donald Trump's wall. It's not as bad as they seem. Like
it's just the border that's already there. They're just like renovating it.
Yeah, there's like a wall there. It's not really like a wall. It's like a metal gate, not gate.
Yeah, it's like a fence.
But like he wanted to go like a solid concrete wall. I don't see a problem with that. But like
I do see a problem with him like victimizing, targeting the people of Mexico and
like
Muslims
Mexico
and all that
is a good place to grow up in. Mexico's a terrible. Well, not really a terrible country. It's nice, but
Mexico's a nice country, but it's
terrible.
It's not developed. It's like a developing country.
I would say more of an emerging.
Yeah, it's more like it's getting better than what it was, but it's got a distance.
If they sort all the drug problems out, then it'll be a good place. But
well, every country's got a drug problem.
Yeah.
But the Mexican or like the immigrants who come to America actually help the economy and stuff. But
Yeah,
Donald
'cause
Trump does not do this.
Immigrants make more jobs, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
And they do the jobs we don't want to do. I remember hearing
Another
that.
censorship problem with Donald Trump is he like they don't tell you how much like they don't tell you about global warming or like that's
Yeah,
like,
didn't he say he don't believe in it?
Yeah, it's never on the news. Like when you hear it, other than like the Californian wildfires, when you ever hear about it, you don't really hear about it. I would say that's because Donald Trump doesn't want you to know about it,
Yeah, but
which is wrong.
he got impeached, didn't he?
He's getting in. I think the impeachment process is still happening.
I don't want to talk about impeachment because I don't really know much about it.
No, but it's something to do with I think the Ukrainian Prime Minister he's trying to find out information on his.
Yeah, because Russians were involved in the election.
I don't know whether to believe that or not.
I do. Anyway.
I have a feeling it has something to do with it. But yeah, anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. What's the next topic, Adam?
Right, next topic is world without social media.
Yeah, what would the world be like without social media?
Oof. Oh god.
What do you imagine this as?
Adam, do you want to go first?
I just have a lot of points in it as it would be great, it would be negative. There's a lot of pros and cons of social media.
Yeah,
Honestly, without it, I can see a lot of bad things happening as well. But also, I'll go.
I reckon the world would be a more friendly place, like for the common working class people. There would be less hatred towards certain races.
People
and
would
stuff.
have more self-confidence.
Yeah, it would be because they don't have to care about what they look like, and I also believe there'll be less racism
Exactly.
because people are racist online, and the people who actually believe
Oh,
the
yeah.
stuff that is said online, not many people do agree with racism, do they?
By social media, like Facebook, Snapchat, and stuff like that. Like
All of it, yeah.
Like YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
It's easy for people to be racist online than in person.
Yeah, because they don't have to face to a person. They can just say what they want.
However,
I mean, it's sad
what's
that
going
people
on
are
with
like.
also done for them as well.
It's sad that people are like that, but
Well, you take like
I mean, we're all equal at the end of the day.
We're all born from Adam and Eve, or whatever you believe in.
Yeah.
We're all made of the
Yeah.
same rubbish.
Well, it's just pigment in your skin. That's all it is.
Yeah.
it's
Anyway,
There's no point in being racist.
I reckon a world without social media would be a better world, but it would be less connected.
Yeah,
I
there'd be
reckon-
less globalization.
I reckon people would be going out more and doing stuff.
I'm actually imagining being in a worse place.
No, a better place. What did I say?
You said better.
Yeah.
It would be a better place without social media.
What?
It'd just be a less connected world.
I'd
Yeah.
say it's a bit more of a better place for countries. No, I mean a worse place for countries. And then we take, for example, the Philippines. They had a storm, and then social media actually helped them out.
Yeah, but that's not one case. In that case, I reckon because people are less concentrated in improving their self-image, that means they'll have more disposable income, and they probably will be more willing to donate to charities. You know, the government will be
Yeah, but
better.
around the fact of social media exposing how bad some of these events are, would
So
we actually
yeah,
know
social
about
media
it?
shows good things in a bad light. Like charities,
Yeah.
like all these conspiracies on how charities
They're
are
like
just
just-
funding the government and stuff. Whether or not you believe that or not,
That's a matter for a different podcast.
yeah. But like, I feel like there'd be less controversies. The world would be more like straight up.
Yeah, more to the point.
Yeah, people will be happier because I know social media makes. I don't know whether it's social media that makes people depressed.
I reckon it's people seeing other people's lives and being
But what we
FOMO.
have to remember is
fear of
people
missing out.
only show the good things about their lives. Everyone has bad parts about life. Even celebrities, they have bad things in their life.
Yeah, like with Robin Williams, I know this was a bit before social media took off. To the public eye, he seemed fine, didn't he? But then he went and killed himself. In interviews and stuff, to me, he seemed fine. He seemed happy, but
But it can just all be a show. Like you never know. You never really know how someone's feeling.
Also, what about social media might bring along less conspiracy theories.
conspiracy
also,
theories will still be there, regardless of
Yeah,
how
but I feel
people.
like there won't be as much.
The news would be more prominent the news would become the only source of finding information
It'd be
out.
like Soviet Russia though, because the government would be able to control that so easily without any problem.
And no one would know anything different.
Exactly. So it's got its pros and cons.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it could be good or it could be bad. Are we done with this topic?
Yeah.
I think we are.
Yeah,
I can't remember anything else to say about this for now.
Right, the next topic I've got written down is a world without the internet.
Yeah, I've got that as well.
That would definitely... TVs would be, obviously, the like...
People would be going out more, wouldn't they? Because they wouldn't be able to go... They'd have to go to shopping and do shopping or what have you.
Yeah.
I think...
It would be such a weird place.
What about communication between other people? Think about it.
Well, it's not like you're going to be able to, like...
More people would be they'd be
They'll be socially confident, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
I reckon anxiety wouldn't be as common. It would still be there.
Yeah. Would
People...
there be more social, would there be less?
I feel like there'd be more anxiety because there's more people, and people have like those not issues, but like they have those mental things where it's like they're like scared of being around loads of people.
Well, I would have to disagree with that. Because if you're raised in an environment where you're not sitting at home all day watching YouTube or listening to this brilliant podcast, you would be you'd be going out with your mates, having fun. That's if you have mates. If not, you'd be reading books. But if you're raised in an environment, let me finish. If you're raised in an environment where everything that you do for like relaxing is based around going out and socialising, even like if you didn't have your Xbox or what have you, or anything like that, there's not as much things to do, there's not as many choices. So the chances are you'll either get a hobby, like, I don't know, gardening or something, or you'd go out with your mates.
I'd actually imagine a world on the internet actually been a bit more boring, honestly.
It would be.
A world without the internet would...
Well, before you even think about games or anything, how the hell would, like, getting objects even work now? So you think about we work on the internet now.
I mean, like, playing games?
Like exporting and transporting stuff from overseas?
Yeah, exactly. Like getting a football from the country, you can't get in this country.
It would just have to be phone calls, wouldn't it, really? You couldn't really...
Exactly.
Assuming landline and all that lot would still be a thing, most of it was just... Well, most of it's done through phones and stuff now, innit? Or emails, but you need internet for emails.
Mm-hmm.
Like...
Exactly.
The world would be weird. Like, more people would go out and, like back in the olden days, not really olden days, but back in, like, the 50s and stuff. Like, my granddad said how he went out with his friends and built dens in the woods. And he said, like, the world was, like, much safer. I don't know whether that would be the case, but...
Well, yeah.
I think it else would be.
Also,
think about people who actually do bad stuff to places. They wouldn't know about those places without the internet.
Like when Chernobyl happened, there wasn't really internet around then, was there? And when Chernobyl exploded, the USSR covered it up. The first time anyone knew all about it was
when radiation levels started increasing in cities and on the
in Sweden.
Like the Shetland Islands in the UK, you couldn't eat like sheep and stuff from there because it was too radioactive. It still is pretty radioactive today.
Anyway, I'd like to get back to the point I was trying to say.
Okay.
Mobile phones and stuff wouldn't have had a reason to really improve, would there? 'Cause the first reason iPhone came around was, doesn't the I in iPhone stand for internet?
I think so.
Like, there wouldn't have been a need to get a bigger screen out unless you're going to play Snake, is there really?
No.
So, all that there is there is the only reason the phone is where it is now, with like touchscreen and all this capability, is like internet, because what's the need for it without internet? Because it's not like you can do much with it.
No.
And computers probably wouldn't have gone up much as well either. Like...
Exactly. Probably as big as rooms, I could imagine.
Yeah, they wouldn't have...
I don't think there would be big as rooms, because Internet came. When did internet come about? It's like
60s, maybe.
Internet? Nah.
No, not internet. Off. It's in my computer.
No, internet came around
Like 90s.
late 90s, early
But
2000s.
there was that call-up internet that my mum always
Yeah,
talks about.
it definitely did around those times.
She said around the 90s, like that
Because
call-up internet.
computers in the 90s, they were like tabletop size, but they were chunky, weren't
Yeah,
they?
they're like those chunky white big things.
Yeah, they'd go like even if you don't smoke.
Yeah.
Now you
Yeah.
get some small
But
freaking
that's just a
phones.
plastic in it, right?
Yeah, it's just a plastic agent. I reckon the world would probably like be the
It would be
motorway.
stuck in time.
Yeah, there wouldn't be a logical progression, in my opinion.
Okay.
Unless they find a substitute to internet, but I couldn't think of a substitute to internet at all. Unless
The
like
internet's just internet, isn't it, really?
unless they're like people Skype using like the satellites that are broadcast telly off and stuff.
Oh god, that'd be
Yeah.
weird. That would be very weird.
Yeah, it would. I don't think that would work.
Mm.
We've been going for 20 minutes. Do you want to move on to the next subject?
Yeah, sure, let's go.
This is the last one, but we can get some more going if you want. I'll read it out. I reckon you'd have quite a bit to say about this. Is how have memes influenced the younger generation?
Ah, okay. Right. I'll talk first. So basically, memes have like, I don't know.
Kind of mouldy.
Yeah, they've moulded like at school, you know, children, they're always talking about memes and stuff. Like Pepe was a big meme.
Pepe the Frog.
Okay. The OK symbol.
Rage comics.
People like the news in America all thought it was like
White
like,
power,
yeah, white
yeah,
power
yeah,
and
yeah.
supremacy and stuff. But like, I guess at the end of the day, that's just to get views and like
Yeah,
attention.
because you know when Ebola happened in Africa,
we were calm, but
America was like,
just,
this one news report said, if you find feces or mucus on the floor, don't eat it. As if people are stupid enough to eat shit
yeah,
off
no
the
one,
floor.
no one's gonna eat shit.
Yeah, it's funny. I reckon, going back to the first topic actually, the government can cause mass panics using the news, you know? Anyway, let's...
Like, hold up, can I just talk about this?
Yeah, let's talk about the memes.
So, basically, right, there was one night, I don't know when it was, I don't know when Morgan Freeman, when Nelson Mandela died.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
But I remember I was like watching Simpsons or something.
Yeah, because the news comes on after Simpsons, doesn't it?
Yeah, but like what happened was it said breaking news at the bottom of the screen, and it said switch to this channel to find out what's happened. Anyway, I was like, oh no, it's like the Earth are gonna die or whatever.
Aliens have been discovered.
Being a child, thinking back to
you
that.
know, you think crazy stuff when you're a child.
Yeah, like you think back to it, and I was like, oh no, the Earth is gonna explode or something. But I just switched to it, and it was like Nelson Mandela died. I was like, no way, Nelson Mandela's dead because like,
Because we learned about Nelson Mandela in a preschool or primary school, whatever you call it.
yeah, or middle school, whatever. But basically, he was the first black prime minister, black president or whatever of South Africa. I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, it was South Africa.
Yeah, he protested for the apartheid.
He was in prison, wasn't he?
I think it was like 20 years he was in prison.
Adam, can you stop breathing into your mic? I'm sure it's unpleasant for people to listen to.
Stop.
Just,
But,
yeah.
but yeah, with that, like, if there was no internet, no internet, like, I mean, back in 2013, no one really had that good phones. Internet
Yeah, it was like BlackBerry.
the internet wasn't the best back then. Like, it worked, but the internet wasn't the best. But like, with that, like, if you put breaking news on the screen while you're watching Simpsons, like, you're gonna be scared, you're gonna panic, you're gonna think something's wrong. But like,
Yeah, but breaking news can be anything from like a celebrity dying to a war starting, or you know, which I really think they should have different sort of breaking news. But yeah, keep going.
yeah. But like, anyway, using that like can cause mass panic. But like, I don't think that should have come up. Like, yeah, Nelson Mandela was like this guy who like saved South Africa, you know, kind of like stopped the apartheid and stuff. God, this is probably
Ended
gonna cause
racism.
ended the inequality in between black people and white people. But like, I don't think that should have happened because, you know, people like
People's minds will race when they're scared.
Yeah, people like people that it must have scared people. I mean, I know it's kind of bad to say, but people must have been like relieved when they found out like the Earth
It wasn't. Yeah, well, I don't think people
like,
would.
It's sad that such a great guy died. I mean, may he rest in peace. But people would have been happy to find out like the Earth wasn't being destroyed or like just. I know it's bad news, but like people mostly care about themselves and like their family and stuff. But when they found out it was Nelson Mandela who died, obviously it would have been sad, but they wouldn't have been like, you know.
I think it would have more been a shock.
Yeah, it would have been a
people.
shock. Yeah, is what I was trying to say. But like, you know, like what I mean.
Yeah, but oh, right. Anyone got any other topics you want to talk about?
Should we talk about Mandela effect in it's over on the thing of Nelson Mandela?
Can do.
So I read this thing about how people thought that Nelson Mandela already died. As I was on about the topic of Nelson Mandela dying, obviously people were confused about this because they thought
It's like
he
that
was.
thing with Hitler. He lived in Argentina, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Keep going.
But
Sorry.
people thought he'd already died. So when he actually died, people were shocked because they thought that he died. I haven't done my research, but people think he died in prison, and like and then like that, and how do I? But like,
I saw this. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt. I saw this thing on Eminem. Because you know how he looks really different compared to when he.
Yeah. Don't people think it's a different
Yeah, because
person?
his like jawbone's a different shape, whatever.
Plastic surgery.
Yeah, you never know. It's like what's that other thing? I read it somewhere. I don't remember what it was. It'll come to me. Mandela effect. I personally think it's just people remembering stuff wrong and then being like. I think it's just a brain playing tricks on you, or
Like Luke, Darth Vader doesn't actually say, "Luke, I am your father."
does he not?
No,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
no, it does not say that.
Doesn't know. No, I'll have that beer then.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't say that though. And it's the same with, who is it? The Monopoly guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a monocle. People remember him having a monocle.
Nah, that's a Pringles guy, isn't it?
No, it's Monopoly guy.
I'm sure he used to have a monocle.
No, he didn't. He's never had a monocle. And like, I think Curious George as well. People thought he had a tail, but he doesn't.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Taking a piss.
He doesn't have a tail.
Seriously?
He does not have a tail. I promise you.
I've got some stuff to Google after
Yeah, you
this.
do. Like, I don't know whether it's people remembering it wrong or maybe being censored. I guess I don't know. It's weird how we remember.
General idea.
But everyone
There's
says.
a of a possible.
I wonder if that's what Nelson Mandela got rewarded for. Maybe he just got to fuck with people when he died. To go back and change shit.
But I don't think that's where it started. I mean, it may have been when it started, but I remember people thinking he died in prison.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say. It's like you ever hear that thing on Osama bin Laden? That he actually died in December 2001.
I haven't heard about that.
Well, basically, the theory goes that the Americans went over there and basically spent 2 months looking for him, found him and just popped him. But they wanted to get more funding for their military, so they made it last for about 2010, wasn't it?
Oh wow.
What the story is that they killed him, then in the local newspapers, they reported Osama bin Laden dead, what have you. Then the Americans basically just got a 10-year holiday, where they just patrolled stuff, and, you know, the army, like, the actual military didn't know anything about it, except from, like, the high-up people, but, you know. It's a theory. I personally don't believe it. I think he died in 2011.
Because I don't know. I'm not too sure about Osama bin Laden, but he was hiding out in the caves in Afghanistan or Iraq.
It's Middle East.
Yeah, Middle East area. But anyway, he supported Arsenal actually, and my dad.
Arsenal?
Yeah, Arsenal.
What,
and
did he do one of his videos with an Arsenal shirt on?
No.
Death to America.
But apparently, I don't know whether it's true, but my dad said he donated money to them and stuff. probably drug money from poppy seeds and stuff.
Osama bin Laden.
But yeah,
Arsenal's supported
he went to
by
go.
terrorists.
He went to go watch games.
Yeah.
Not when he was like a known terrorist, but before
yeah,
all
well,
of that.
like just a tourist. That's crazy.
People say he was a nice guy.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that.
Well, you never meet him. And it's not like you can go meet him now, is it? He'll be visiting a grave
But
for a while.
like, he doesn't have a grave site. I'm pretty sure they dumped his body at sea.
Can't blame him for that though.
I mean,
Stuff.
whether or not you believe that he did 9/11.
Maybe it was just, you know, like George W. Bush did 11 or whatever. I don't believe that. But is it George W. Bush?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on that.
I thought he died, but it was his dad. I remember seeing like.
Is he the one that goes out with Hillary Clinton? No, that would be Bill Clinton.
Oh, that's Bill Clinton.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, George W. Bush. His dad, I think it's George H. Bush or something. Don't quote me on that. But I remember thought, oh, he's dead. I was like, there's no way he's dead. But it wasn't.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I don't know. We won't wait to find out. If you don't mind moving on, if you don't mind me moving on, whilst we're talking about terrorism or what have you, radicalisation, you know, like through social media and stuff.
Big stuff. That.
I reckon this might be worth talking about. You know.
What's that girl's name? Shamima Begum?
Oh no, what's her name? The one who gave birth.
Yeah, Shamima Begum. I think that's her name.
Nah, it's summer.
What, her who had those kids?
Yeah.
And she wanted to come back to England?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shamima Begum, yeah. I mean, personally, I think she should have been allowed back. You know, because when, like...
Yeah.
She is, I mean, she wasn't a British citizen anymore, but you have to understand that she had a child. I mean...
Her name is, to Shamima Begum. So you are right.
But,
yeah, just quickly googled it.
You know, I don't know what she's up to at the moment or where she is, but like,
she
was denied citizenship back.
She left the UK in 2015
because she was radicalised online.
When she was 15.
Did she go with a friend? Did it say she went with a friend?
I don't know.
Okay, but let's just go with that she went with a friend or she went by herself.
Well, when she came back, she did an interview with the Times and said she was 19 and she talked about seeing beheaded heads in bins.
Oh, God.
And she said it didn't faze her. Now, I don't know whether that's something you would admit if you're trying to get back into a country. You'd say you were shocked and stuff, wouldn't you? Like,
but she probably saw it happen, like she was probably
she got desensitised to it. If you see it enough, like in like 100 years ago, people used to get beheaded publicly.
Like guillotine and stuff.
And people gathered round.
It was only like 70 years ago that they actually stopped doing it in France. Or it might not have. Yeah, I know hanging didn't stop that long ago in England, what, 1950s?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
But yeah, radicalisation is a big thing that parents need to watch for because it can easily happen. Like you can use the social media to trick kids into going over there.
I think kids should be taught, like, you get police officers that come in and talk about e-safety, but it doesn't sink in.
No.
Nobody listens. Nobody cares.
Like, you need common sense because paedophiles and stuff, they're good. Like, they do it all the time. They're on social media 24/7. They know what to do.
Honestly, the best way of teaching kids internet safety, in my opinion, is show them the aftermath. Show them what can happen. Show them people who've been over there and got killed. Like, I reckon that would be the best way.
If you shock
them
how
so they don't forget. You know?
Like shock therapy.
Even get, like, people in who have been, like, groomed by people and talk about it. If they're cool with it, if they're fine, get them to talk about it. I reckon that would be the best way to prevent it. Not just get a police officer to come in and say, don't do this, you might get killed. Because nobody's going to listen. No. If you get told to do something, if you get told not to do something when you're 15, 16...
You're most likely going to do it.
You're going to do it just for a piss about it.
Maybe not radicalisation, but like...
Yeah, maybe not quite radicalisation or grooming, but... You get told, like...
yeah, if your mum tells you if you're grounded not to go out...
You might sneak out.
Yeah, you might sneak out.
Or if you get told, don't bully people online and stuff.
People do it because
they think it's funny.
And they're more confident doing it because they're not actually face to face with the person. It's like keyboard warriors, like they'll say horrible shit about people.
But when it comes to face they'll probably just try and ignore you. And
like there's this. Sorry to bring TikTok up, but there's this guy on TikTok.
Don't say his name.
Anyway, he has a tumor in his eye.
Oh,
and people like he has the self-confidence
to put himself out there, which is good.
To put himself out there, you know, he's quite big. He's got like, he's like verified on TikTok.
What, like how many followers, subs,
like,
likes?
Off my top of my head, he's even got 2 million or 3 million.
Oh, you probably say his name, will be right.
I think it's like William something, but he's a popular creator. So if you guys use TikTok, then you should see him.
See him, you know, give you confidence.
He does like reading my DMs on TikTok and stuff.
Oh, fair enough.
But like, some people say some horrible shit, and it's so mean. Like, you can't help having a tumor. Like, if one of your family members had a tumor on their face, you're not gonna tell them they look disgusting, are you? Like, that's
you're gonna support them because you love them. Like, say you have like you're ugly, right? Just for instance. Not saying people with tumours are ugly though, but if someone comes up and calls you ugly, it's gonna hurt your feelings. So saying someone looks like a fucking, I don't know.
But like, they may not show it because they've been called it. Like he says, like, oh, it doesn't faze him because, you know, he's been bullied his entire life, obviously, through school. Like,
so he's been desensitised to it, yeah.
Yeah, like it doesn't faze him anymore. But like, it's still fucked up. Like, you shouldn't do it.
Yeah, just like, think if you were in his shoes, how would you want to be treated by people? And if you're saying, oh, treat me like take the piss out of me, just...
Eventually it would get to you. And
eventually it would get to you and it would do mental damage.
Yeah. But like...
It's not nice.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
It shouldn't be done, but...
But no matter
us talking here isn't going to solve anything, but we're just showing that we support him, and you know, we support people who you know, have disabilities and stuff, and they can't help it at the end of the day. So we can't really take the piss out of them. Like, it's mean. Like, I wouldn't.
If they've got the confidence to put themselves out there, good for them. They should do it more often. What are we talking about now? We're talking about TikTok, aren't we?
Well, from radicalisation.
Yeah, let's talk about TikTok and stuff.
Okay.
Like TikTok's just a new Vine, isn't it?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it was like Musical.ly and Vine combined together. But like,
isn't TikTok just Musical.ly but renamed?
I think it is actually, because people, you can see your Musical.ly's on there, but there's TikTok's in this controversy right now because it's a Chinese company that made it. They're in this. I wouldn't say it's not conspiracy, but they're in this
like issue.
Yeah, they're in like this not drama, but like the American government or the FBI is investigating them to see what they're doing with the data.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Because they say that they don't keep the data in. They keep the data in China, and they wonder if the government use it to like watch people.
Yeah.
Which is weird to think about.
Yeah, because they could like tap in your phone and bugging it.
Yeah.
But,
which is weird and very illegal.
Yeah, it's a breach of human rights, isn't it?
I'd say a breach of privacy.
Yeah, I knew what I meant.
But
yeah, it's not good.
No.
What are your opinions on it, Adam?
Yeah, what are your opinions on TikTok? You haven't really talked much.
Oh, is he decent? I don't know, we'll just keep speaking.
Yeah, we'll just keep going.
I think he might have disconnected.
Yeah. But yeah, let's just keep going on this a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say because they're a company, it doesn't really like affect them.
Well, if the Chinese government are used, there should be a set rule of laws that everyone follows.
But remember, they can just say, oh yeah, we're not doing it because it's pretty. I won't say it's like a.
Well, it's not like anyone's gonna want to go like disagree with China.
Like, you know that massacre? You know the guy stood in front of the tank.
Yeah, the tank.
No one in China, no one knows nothing about that. It's all sensitised and everything.
They're not.
They literally know nothing. It's crazy.
No. That's a real shame because he's a brave person. It's alright. I've done that. What I was gonna say. Yeah, no one's gonna like tell China to stop it, even if they are using the data. They'll maybe give them a word, But it's not like anyone's going to go to war with China.
No, it's not worth it, and it's definitely it just isn't worth it.
2 reasons: loss of human life. There'd be too many people would die.
Definitely the end of the world.
Yeah, it's one of them apocalyptic situations.
But if they had a war,
it would probably.
I guess
Russia and China, I think, would team up.
they're not.
I reckon.
I don't know, but
yeah, but
it's weird.
And the second reason nobody would want to go to war with China is that they would lose out on the market. That's like
China's a big market. They make everything. Really.
They've got like 1 point something billion
people. They got more than that because I think India's on like 1.2.
Yeah, because China give people products which most of them are shit, but you know, they make good stuff.
It's cheap labour and they use it.
And second of all, people sell stuff to China.
In like FDI, in foreign direct investment and stuff, where they invest in China and stuff.
If someone falls out with China, they can just say, right, we're not selling to you, you're not selling to us. They lose out on a seventh
it's like
of
Russia.
the world's stuff.
It's like Russia because you know they've got like big gas supplies.
Yeah,
Russia. If they have like a problem with a country, they can just say like they give gas to them and stuff.
If Russia gets pissed off with you, they can
just
cut off your gas.
Yeah, they'll just turn the tap off.
And then people get angry in your country, demanding that you give them power, and that might cause a civil war. We don't want that to happen.
I mean, Ukraine was in a pretty bad situation with Russia. I don't know what happened with that, but I remember a plane flying with. It had some British people.
No, a Russian plane flew over Ukraine by accident, and they shot it down within the first 7 seconds. Yeah, what do you reckon they thought? Like 2 seconds in.
It's hard to tell a bomb plane from a 747 at 30,000 foot in the air. It's really hard to identify.
In our country that we're in, we're lucky because
we're just talking about China at the moment, really.
Well, I'm not going to say what country we're in, but we've got a nice big area around us that is kind of like a buffer zone before they hit our actual land. So you can probably guess what country we're from, but basically we're surrounded by a big area, and we can send planes up there in the matter of about 10 minutes. If you don't know what I'm on about, I'm talking about planes that come into our airspace. We've got a couple miles around us every single direction, so we have time to scramble planes and communicate with them directly and see if they're a threat. And if they are a threat, we can tell them to land.
Have you heard about Russian planes flying over UK airspace without clearance?
Yeah, that's why because you have airspaces up in Scotland, don't they? Have air bases all over the country where they scramble jets and they fly over to them, and then they kind of escort them out of the airspace onto the land, which I think is really smart.
I don't know what they're up to. It seems fishy, but Russia's just a weird.
Russia's a really strange country that nobody wants to fall out with.
Honestly, I think we should be doing a couple podcasts.
We could do another podcast about Russia.
So much about Russia.
Probably something that we shouldn't really talk much in depth about, but.
Anyway, I reckon now is a good time to round off the podcast because we've been going for 42 minutes.
So, we'll take a quick 5-minute break and come back.
We'll
for one more topic.
You sure? Hi guys, sorry, we took a small break, I hope you don't mind. If you have any complaints, bite me.
Leave it in the comment section.
Yeah. Before we continue, I'd just like to plug our Instagram. It is it should be in the description. It's at
Scratching
the Surface.
Scratching
Podcast.
Underscore.
It'll be in the description. Have a look. Please follow it. I'm begging you. I'm on my knees and please, genuinely please.
Right. So the next topic.
The next topic we're talking about. Sorry, cut you off there. Do you want to read it?
Yeah. Right. So basically, the next topic we are going to be talking about is death penalties and the appropriate crimes for the death penalty. So, right. I feel like I'll start first.
Yeah.
So.
With your G fuel.
Right. Death penalties are a good thing in terms of.
In the right circumstances.
Yeah, because it costs like what? Brief estimation on how much it costs. It's like 30,000 a year to keep one prisoner.
Yeah, because they give you like the national average, don't they, per prisoner? And they don't spend that. They privatise prisons in our country. So.
But you know, you got to pay for them, like their food and stuff, and stuff like that. Whereas if people commit murders, Well, then death penalty, obviously. But like the bad
Can I
thing.
just sorry.
Yeah.
In Arizona, the state, it costs less than 50 cents a day to feed a prisoner. In fact, it costs more to feed guard dogs than it does prisoners in Arizona.
Wow.
But yeah, go on.
But basically, like the things about like keeping using the death penalty, it's an easy way out for the prisoners. But on the good side of it, it keeps money down. Money can be spent elsewhere.
It keeps costs down. Yeah, that's.
But say if they're serving like 3 life sentences, they should spend their entire lives in prison suffering.
But it depends what crimes they've done. If they've raped 100 women,
Then death.
they should serve 100 life sentences. But if there's like, say you like rape someone, right? For instance, you get a life sentence for it. That's what the punishment should be. There should be a limit. If you get like 4 life sentences, you should go straight to death.
Yeah.
Providing there is sufficient evidence to prove it was you, and you're not falsely convicted.
That was the problem with the death penalty in Britain.
A bunch of people who were falsely convicted got murdered, and then evidence came out later to prove they were innocent.
And they were killed for no reason.
Which, that must have pissed a few people off.
Yeah, that led to it being abolished. It was gone after that, which is crazy. Because there was this thing with this woman who killed her husband or her boyfriend due to domestic violence. I think she shot him, and people defended her because, it was either she killed him or self-defense.
Kill or be killed.
Yeah, it was kill or be killed, and people thought that she shouldn't have been killed, which led to riots and stuff.
What were you going to say, Adam?
No, it's not appropriate for her right now.
Alright then. What crimes do you think death penalty should be attached to? I'm gonna say we'll all say one at a time. We'll go me, Cameron, then you, Adam. I say murder.
I'd say paedophilia.
Adam?
Terrorism.
Terrorism. Now, you see,
that's controversial.
In the United
That's a very interesting one.
In the United Kingdom, you can get arrested for terrorism, which is basically the police can just say we have a suspicion you are a terrorist and arrest you, without any evidence at all. You can get thrown in a cell and convicted on suspicion of terrorism.
Say if you're the son.
Right. What are you saying, Cameron?
Say if you're say if your dad is a terrorist, but you have no idea, and he stashed plans in your bedroom, that could fall onto you, and then you could be killed for something you haven't done. They wouldn't know they won't have any evidence against you.
I don't think people should be.
They'd have evidence against you, but they wouldn't have evidence to say that you haven't done it.
You know death sentences, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The main perpetrators or criminals should be arrested. But if you get convicted guilty through association, I don't think you should get killed for that. If you say someone's been growing drugs in your house, and you didn't know about it, but you lived there, you should go in front of a jury, plead your case, and if they believe you, innocent. But if they don't believe you, you should get convicted through association. So you get convicted, but it's not as harsh a punishment. Yeah, that makes sense.
Just do trial by ordeal, just bring that back.
What's that?
Basically, trial by ordeal is where they let God decide, so back Saxon,
like with witches, where they would drown them.
No, that was Middle Ages. But basically, what they do is because Anglo-Saxon times are big believers in Christianity and stuff. So basically, what they would do is they either burn your hand or put your hand in boiling water, and they wrap it up for 3 days.
Oh, and if you get better.
Yeah, and if it gets better, then you're innocent. But if it doesn't, then that's a sign from God that you're guilty. But not everyone believes in God. You're entitled to your own beliefs on whatever you want. But
exactly.
Some people, they'd never bring that back now. It's humane. Not really humane, but I don't know how to explain it.
It's more. I think that's
certainly working well.
Yeah, it's
that's just chance. You learn chance.
But
I do understand what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a chance thing. It shouldn't rely on chance.
It's like with people in China. What is it? They used to give you a mouthful of rice when you went to court. They would put the rice in your mouth, and if you choked to death, you were lying. But if you didn't choke, you were telling the truth. Which is cool if you don't have social anxiety and don't get nervous in that sort of situation. You know.
Yeah. Which makes it hard because when other people does, a lot of people who are antisocial just panic when they're people.
All the Hong Kong protests are about is like they don't want, because China is becoming more of an influence after Britain gave it back to, you know, China basically.
Yeah.
They want to stay democratic, which would probably happen with Chinese influence, but they want to send Hong Kong prisoners to Chinese prisons, which everyone doesn't want that. But that's what they're protesting over. But they're getting
As much as China's a cool place to go on holiday, like Butlins, that was a joke. Hong Kong prison, you should go to prison. Either, I don't know, depends on how bad your crime is. If it's like murder or something, you should go to prison when you committed the murder. If it's like, I don't know, you robbed someone, you should go to prison in your home country. But like,
exactly.
Yeah. But like,
and it depends on the crime.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
It depends where you get arrested. I guess it should go better.
Yeah, it's just weird how it, like, I don't know why they want to do that. Like, because China's not a country where they listen to their citizens, so the only way they're going to be able to get anything to them...
China's like, you fall in line or you fall down.
Exactly.
If you don't... Oh, it's weird, because the only way to get them to listen, or it might not even work, is to riot and protest.
Have you ever seen Walking Dead? Okay.
I've seen what now?
Walking Dead.
Yeah.
There's a character in it called Negan, and he rules through fear, and it works. But the problem with ruling through fear is there's more chance you'll get a uprising, like people will want to fight back, get freedom. I think that's very similar to what's happening in China. They're all scared of the government, so they're fighting back. What do you think?
Did you hear how the Chinese leader looks like Winnie the Pooh, and everyone's making memes out of it, and they banned Winnie the Pooh. You can't find Winnie the Pooh in China anymore.
All over a meme.
Yeah. He looks like that. I can't remember his name.
Chinese president.
Yeah, he looks like Winnie the Pooh, and it's banned.
China need liberating, in my opinion. Like, well, not liberating, but they need change for the better.
Yeah, PewDiePie's also banned in China.
Is it?
So is
Well, YouTube's just banned, isn't it?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, YouTube, Facebook, any social media website, I believe.
Except from state-run ones.
Yeah, there's like this DJ who liked a South Park tweet, and he's banned in China now.
All over South Park, but
Yeah.
South Park's good though.
Can't remember his name. Begins with Z.
I don't know.
No, they did.
South Park.
They did a tour of his house. Big $1 million house.
South Park was funny when I was younger. Kind of lost its comedic value, but compared to Family Guy and stuff, South Park is really like shady and it's good. I enjoy it.
Can't beat the In-Betweeners though.
Which one? American or English?
English.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, can't beat the English one. Like the American one, I'm just gonna say it's plain shit. It's
one
just
season it didn't get renewed.
Yeah. Because I was watching a video comparing them both.
Yeah. Is it that guy who did like 3 parts on it?
I think so.
He's British. Yeah, I think that.
But like, there's an example of the frisbee.
Yeah, he kicks a football. Yeah, it's so bad.
Yeah.
If you've never seen the In-Betweeners, watch the English one. It is. You know how people have stereotypes of British people. The In-Betweeners is pretty much dead on.
Briefcase wanker.
Briefcase wanker, yeah. Have we gone from death sentences to In-Betweeners?
Don't know, but there was a kid at the school we used to go to.
Yeah.
Who used to take a briefcase to school. Not really a briefcase, but it was like a leather bag.
A leather, like, you know, like business case thing.
Mm-hmm.
Looked a bit bent.
Yeah. No one really bullied him for it. I don't remember. I mean, I don't really know.
I
didn't really know the kid.
Know the kid either. Yeah.
So.
Whatever happened, I hope that kid's alright now.
Yeah.
Probably got a
know
job.
he's up to.
Yeah. He's a nice guy. I don't think it was his choice to bring a briefcase though.
No, it just
I think
seems...
yeah.
It seems so inefficient though,
Yeah,
because
like-
to put all your things in a bag.
Because if you have a rucksack on, you have access to both your hands. But if you're carrying a briefcase, A, you look like a prick. B, you've only got one hand.
Yeah, but you can't really put your like on your back. It weighs less, but you're carrying in your hand. It weighs more. You're gonna tie your arm on it.
I
Like,
think when I go to the shop or somewhere, I buy like a bottle of
more fish to have a bag.
a bottle of like something to drink. It you feel it. It's not as heavy, but because it's in your bag, the way it's distributed, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, you can carry more in your bag.
Yeah.
Like, I see girls who like used to bring like, you know, handbags to school. Like they manage to get so much space in there. It's unreal.
I don't understand why people used to bring handbags to school. It just seems more inconvenient. Like when I was in school, I didn't like bringing my pea kit outside of my normal bag because it just meant another bag to carry. I like to keep it all in one bag.
When you had a food class and PE in the same day and your bag was just full of all your ingredients.
It's cool when you have food, PE, and when you have to do a Christmas concert or whatever, you have to play an instrument as well. You have to bring all fucking
I remember having to do
bags.
that. That was terrible. No one turned up to it. It was funny.
Yeah, I skipped out on that, man.
Yeah, same. Hell no,
Yeah, bro. Music for me was just a lesson to piss about with.
Yeah, this is completely off topic, but
I remember. Yeah, go on.
Some of you guys may know who Logic is. You know, the rapper Logic.
Yeah.
But anyway, he was on this. He was on this podcast. Another podcast, like a rapper-based podcast.
My for piss.
Anyway, so this guy who presents it said to Logic, I can't remember what they were talking about, but he said, who raped your sister? And Logic was like, oh, I don't really want to get into that, it's a personal topic, but to me that's just like a dick move. Why would you talk about something like that, like so private? Like, why would you bring that up?
It's those things I'm pointing to, you should never bring anything personal.
Yeah,
If
like,
someone tells information, they should be able to trust with that information.
yeah, like, why would you even say that? Like, I don't even think
Exactly, it's just a dick
I don't
move.
think anyone knew about Logic's sister being raped until he said it.
Why the fuck would he mention that?
I don't know. It was completely out of context as well. They weren't even
You
talking.
talking about that guy? They asked if his sister got raped.
Yeah, Logic. The guy just asked Logic.
Let's bang out about it.
Yeah, he asked.
If you can ask
Logic,
a question like
who
that,
raped your sister? Like, why would you even ask
if you
that?
can ask that question, ask them before the podcast if they're cool with it. Or
Completely out of context. Well, they weren't even on about it.
Yeah,
They just said it out of the
it's
blue. Oh,
like-
yeah, who raped your sister? Like, that's just. You just don't say that. You
Why?
just don't ever bring that up.
Right?
Unless they're comfortable talking about it. which
anyway,
they
are
definitely
you guys cool if I change the subject? What,
Sure, let's move on.
Right on.
what like instances from school life do you remember like that were really embarrassing or funny or whatever? You know,
What do you mean?
Oh.
like I'll give you an example. I think the most embarrassing thing I've ever done at school is I had music. Shout out to Miss Brooks. Just kidding. Fucking her. Nah, she's alright.
In that TV show, watching.
Yeah, she was. Basically, we were talking about pirates, as gay as it sounds, but we were in 8th grade or whatever, you know, year 8, you know, whatever you call it, where you come from.
Grade 7,
Like 12, 13 age. And we were talking about pirates, and we kept going on about aye, Captain. It became a bit of a running joke between us. And we were talking about it that much, when it came to answering the register, or registration, I accidentally said aye, Captain, because I wasn't paying attention, and I thought someone was taking the piss. You know, like, you say something, and you don't realise that you said it for a couple seconds, and you're just like, oh, for fuck's sake, this is the end of me. So I just end it now. Pass me that trombone, I'll stick it through my mouth, through the back of my neck.
I don't really have any experiences like that, to be fair.
I've given them all, like,
I mean, there was one time.
Nothing more embarrassing than
You know-
going to teach him or my dad.
yeah, mum or dad.
There was this
Oh.
Rubik's
I've
cube.
done that,
one minute,
twice in my life.
Let's say what Cameron's got to say.
So there was one time this Rubik's cube. So
Oh, I know this
yeah,
guy. Talking
basically, like someone put a Rubik's cube in my bag or something.
Do you mean you took the Rubik's cube?
No, I didn't. No. And basically, I had it outside the teacher's class where it was from. Anyway.
Were you aware of that? It was theirs?
No, I was not. But basically, the teacher saw me and my friend with it.
It will all remain nameless.
Yeah, and basically put me in isolation because school equipment was taken home. Like, I don't see why that matters. Like, I mean, it wasn't taken intentionally, so I don't see why that would matter. Why, like, it's basically, what is that meant to teach me?
Well, the school we went to were really lenient with punishments though.
Yeah, the naughty kids got let off. Like, they were...
I don't really mean that. The school we went to, do you know what isolation is, or inclusion, for the audio listeners? If not, I'll explain it. It's basically where you get put,
school suspension.
you get put in a room all day, you just sit there, do your work, don't talk to anyone, you get lunch, but you don't get to socialise.
You have to go back into main school.
Yeah.
But at our school, it was like a separate building out near the school.
Yeah, they called it a staff house. It was just a room, there was a teacher in there, and everyone sat down. You couldn't look at anyone else because all the chairs were facing the wall.
I just did all my homework.
You just had to do your work. Whenever I was in there, I just drew pictures of fucking random shit. Cool.
Honestly, that's at my school was honestly a bit lighter. We can actually talk to everyone.
Really?
Yeah, that's mainly because
yeah,
the teachers.
But someone at your school did the naughty, didn't they?
Yeah, let's get back to that in a second.
Yeah, that's good actually.
Basically, at our school, yeah, I'll tell you what that is in a minute. At our school, right, basically, if you say, I don't know, got in a fight, most schools would just straight up kick you out for a couple of days. Our schools are really lenient because, right, for example, you get a detention at lunch, right? You don't go to that, you get an after school, right? That's fair enough.
Then
normally,
after school, don't you get isolation?
Normally, if you don't go to an after school, you go to isolation, but sometimes they'll give you another chance. And it's the same with isolation. If you don't go to isolation, they'll give you another chance. But in most schools, they'll just go straight to the next step, kick you out.
Oh, can we talk about the phone policy afterwards, please?
Yeah, Adam, do you want to tell us a story about your friend beatboxing in isolation? Well, not your friend.
Oh, yes, right.
Beating his
I'm not going to
boxes.
say his real name. Let's call this guy
Bob.
Ben.
Ben?
Right, Ben.
Yeah, Ben.
Bend
But
over.
basically, yeah, bend over, yes, obviously. Basically, Ben did a bicycle show he did, sworn to a teacher, put in isolation next day.
Right.
This fucking retard.
Whoa, don't use that. Don't use that
Yeah,
word.
don't use that language.
Okay, fine.
This
very weird civilian
right.
decided to take out his
how do I say this delicately? On your behalf, you'll probably say something.
He decided to masturbate during.
He started
jacking the jerky.
He started masturbating with the teacher behind him, keeping an eye on them.
Yeah.
You know, if the teacher leaves, then they're gonna start talking.
Another teacher came in and looked in each of the eyes and saw him looking down, moved up and down.
I bet the teacher.
She scared the hell out of him.
I bet the teacher assumed that he was on his phone or something. Pass me your phone.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I'm not on my phone. Whilst he's beating himself off. Imagine being a teacher that discovered
don't you know who was actually beating himself off?
What?
Don't you know who was actually beating himself off to?
Who was it? Was it his girlfriend?
The isolation teacher.
The isolation teacher. Oh, imagine being a teacher that discovered that. That must be so awkward, man.
Right. I want to move this on.
Yeah.
So the school we went to, not the same school as Adam, but basically me and
He went
Shaw.
there briefly.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he left.
Me and Shaw went to the same school, so we both know about this. But anyway,
Yeah, it's a nice school.
the phone policy.
The phone policy.
Oh my fucking god! Right? It was so shit.
Talk about taking the piss.
So basically,
But I do understand why.
during lunchtime, you could only use it in social rooms such as the computer room or outside.
Or the canteen.
Or the canteen, yeah.
You couldn't
Yeah, you couldn't use it.
to check your time in the corridor or something.
Yeah, in the hallways, you couldn't use it on a lunchtime or a break time. Who the fuck cared?
Also, if you're walking, say you're walking from the canteen to I don't know, outside, and you were listening to music from your AirPods or whatever you've got. If you want to flex AirPods, that's fine. Basically, if you're listening to music and you were walking to the canteen, you had two options. Risk it and keep them in, and, like, risk losing your phone for 2 days, right? We'll come back to that. Or you take them out, right?
We'll have to go to the toilet real quick.
And nobody could be bothered to take them out, because it's too much effort for, like, a 30-second walk, you know? Especially having, like, headphones. But, basically, what happens, if you get caught on your phone in lesson, like, even if you're just checking the time, or your phone rings, or you get a message, anything, they take your phone off you for 2 days, right? And that may sound alright, except from the fact they keep it overnight, and you cannot get it back. I understand taking your phone off you, fair enough, give it you back at the end of the day. I think that's reasonable. Taking it off
We have a
you,
very smart policy.
taking it off you,
Well, we
and
have.
keeping it overnight, they keep it for over 24 hours, right? They should give you it back at the end of the day. That way, they're not liable if it gets broke or out. Yeah, I understand that, but taking it off you for 2 days is ridiculous. They should really do something about that.
Yeah, like, what if, like, they need it on the way home from school? Like, so what I did, or what I, like, was going to do, is if my phone got taken off me, I'd be like, look, because my phone was in contract with because my mum was paying for it, and I was like, well, it's not my phone, so, if you, like, I just, because my mum said she'd come in and get it, so I was like, okay, well, at least I'm covered if that happens. But, like, what if, like, or, like, someone fell off their bike, or, like...
Or someone got hit by a car,
Yeah,
and you were the only person there, you know? I would feel so
Like,
guilty about that.
what
I'd
if-
also be really
What if
pissed
the
off.
person in the car drove off? Because
Hit and run.
Yeah. Like, you don't have a phone, and what if their phone is broke? Like, you're gonna have to shout for help. It's stupid.
Right. Maybe, I understand taking your phone off you.
Or get your parents to come in and get it, like, it's ridiculous.
The one time I got caught on my phone, it was by a good teacher, we'll call him Mr. Pebbles, even though his name's not Mr. Pebbles.
We all know who it was.
But we'll know who it is.
I don't know who he is.
Taught me economics. He's actually warmed on me. He warmed on me. He was an alright guy, in hindsight, but at the time, I didn't really like him, to be honest with you. I thought he was a bit of a prick. But anyway, I had my phone out, I stood on the stairs, you know, waiting for mentor or, what else would you call it, tutor?
Yeah,
Tutor.
You know, like, start of the day to get registration
Yeah, you
done.
know where you sit with all your friends at the start of the day?
Yeah, I was just waiting for that, waiting for my mates to turn up to school. Or, you know, right, I was just there. I got a message off my dad. So I opened it up just to see what it was, see if it's all important. He just asking me what I wanted to see or what
they don't care whether, if it's, like,
whether it's like, say you've just got a text, your grandma's died off, well, who does that over text, but yeah.
Yeah, they'd still take your phone off you.
They'll take your phone off you. These are merciless bastards we're talking about. That's how I describe the teachers at our school.
At my school,
Can I just say something? Hold up, Adam, can I just talk?
Yeah, just
Like, just seeing as we're on the topic about our school, but basically,
Right.
the naughty kids, they'd still have their headphones in and stuff.
yeah,
They were too afraid to tell them to take them off, or they take them off them. Like, they're too afraid. Like,
I don't think they're afraid. Well, yeah, I guess afraid is the word I would use, but they didn't want them, like, kicking off, creating a hassle. I think our school, the teachers there will do anything for a quiet life, you know. They won't go out their way to, like, come and get you unless you've done something bad.
Other than Mr. Pebbles, he probably...
Other than Mr. Pebbles.
Because I remember during media class, he got...
Yeah,
he got that... we're not going to...
Mr. Rattig. No, not Mr. Rattig. Ratigator. Nah, yeah, that'll be it.
Mr. Sandra.
There's this one instance with my friend, we'll call him Juggalo, because that's basically what it is. He was cutting glue out of a glue stick, or a prick stick, whatever you call it, chucking it to the ceiling whilst I'm watching, right? And I saw it happening. I'm not a grass, I'm not going to go and tell the teacher, even though I do like Mr. Ratigator. Basically, he was chucking glue at the roof, and Mr. Ratigator went to another lesson and got him out of it, which I understand, because it's vandalism. I suppose.
Yeah, and like our school claimed to not have enough money to buy glue sticks, even though they bought a 64-inch TV to put in the library so kids can watch movies on a Friday afternoon. Like, that was stupid.
They've also got that TV in the well, they had that TV in the middle.
They've probably still got it, but
I'm surprised the head teacher hadn't taken it home, you know.
they never used them. I remember
they used it for about a month.
when we first started, there was a TV in the canteen up on the wall.
And they used to I think the dinner ladies played music and then they changed it over to preset videos.
Oh god, I could imagine people managing to get the Bluetooth settings. Oh god. I remember music. In year 7, or like whatever.
Yeah,
middle
the early years.
Some person, watched some stuff on YouTube and then got it banned.
Yeah, like
YouTube was banned.
I reckon our school should more have like for computers, you should be allowed to go on whatever you want within reason, and have like a 3-strike policy. If you're on something you're not supposed to be, right, strike 1. And then you should record it online. If you may not know,
but you could have forgot.
Or you could have forgot. You could be like watching. I don't know what. You
could be watching YouTube and then something like with swearing could have come on.
Or something like inappropriate, like people hitting bongs or what have you. You strike 1, strike 2, and strike 3. Once you hit strike 3, you get all your privileges are out down to bare minimum. I reckon that would work better.
Like only you though, no one else has done it. Like just because one student does it, it's like ruins it for everyone. Which is
if a minority does something bad, well, I'm not meaning like as in a racial minority, like as in a minority group of like a few people do something wrong. Punish them, not everyone.
Yeah, just block their privileges of using YouTube and stuff like that. Why everyone? Because not everyone's going to do that.
It'd probably be quite hard to block stuff for certain people and introduce the system, but
Yeah, that's cool.
You want to go back to what you're saying?
Yeah. Adam?
Yeah.
At school, we actually have a tier system. About, for example, you have first one, they won't tell you off. You go. The next one will be watching gory videos, and the third tier is like watching inappropriate videos. That's when the teacher will get involved and potentially get excluded.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
that works better than what we have, but like, you probably have administrators that block certain things.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, thought so.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we actually have a phone policy of our own, by the way.
Well, let's hear your phone policy, because apparently our school was the only school that in the area that didn't actually completely get rid of phones, so I'd like to hear your story.
In the school I went to, if you had your phone in the corridor, you'd be asked to either put it away, and if you didn't put it away, then they'd get it taken off you, and would be given back to you at form, which was at lunchtime.
Right, that's reasonable.
No, that is pretty reasonable.
And if you get caught of it in a lesson, first time you get caught of it in a lesson is read a negative system. So you get negative and be taken to the end of the lesson. Second time, it'll be detention and it'll be taken off you the rest of the day. And third would just be no phone in school at all.
Yeah, but that's better than getting it taken off you for 2 days. That is so much better.
You have to bring it. You can't have out anywhere. Not in the corridors, not outside. Nothing. But you have to bring it.
Yeah. Like, because some teachers like to use them in class. Like, sometimes, like, they play Kahoot and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely remember French lessons where, like...
I remember those as well.
Where they definitely use Kahoot. And honestly, I would say it works. Like, but in media class, they banned using your phone to like transfer data or whatever. Saying media you've been recording like we did once.
Yeah.
And had to transfer it over. Like you weren't allowed.
That's because people kept putting viruses on the phone and just transferring them over just to piss the IT guys off.
But like they let us do it just because it was for it was like for media and stuff. It was for our course obviously.
Yeah.
So they let us do it, but like other than that, I think at lunchtimes and stuff you were not allowed to use it at all.
Yeah.
Like people used to charge their phones with it.
I'd just like to say, we had the best IT technician guy ever.
Oh,
he was genuinely such a cool guy. He even gave me a Christmas card, which I've still got.
Yeah, I've still got mine. I'm surprised he gave me one.
Yeah, same. I mean, it may sound a bit weird, but he's such a cool guy. We're not going to say his name.
I'm just going to straight up say I'm going to miss my English teacher because she was gone.
Yeah, she's
like,
left.
She left.
She left.
Yeah.
She left near Christmas time, wasn't it?
Yeah. She
Yeah.
left Christmas.
She was cool. She was
Yeah,
really
she gave us
chill.
all like goodie bags, I would say, with sweets and everything. We got to like.
She did the detentions on a Monday lunchtime, and when we get homework detentions for not doing homework, that's on a Monday. And she was always in there. She was always so nice.
Everyone who got kicked out of class, which at our school we called charbreak balls, where like a member of staff doing that would like if they had free lesson where they weren't doing anything, then they'd come like.
They had like a regime, well not a regime.
Sorry, North Korea.
Yeah, they had like a system where certain teachers would be on like collection to escort you to a room, sort of deal, you know.
It used to be.
It
used to be to another classroom, but it was always the kids just used to like leave and not go to another classroom.
Yeah.
But they always used to go sit in her.
I used to do that.
She was part of the leadership team, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was head of year, sort of.
We actually the same system after.
And that's what Mr. Pebbles was. He was head of the.
He became head of the younglings.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yes.
I don't know how he managed that.
What do you guys call yours? What do you call yours when you get down to class?
What'd you say?
What do you call it? We call it on call because there's a button that press and it would call up the teacher that was coming.
What do you call it? What's like the nickname for it?
What do you mean?
So you just get to chat about for, isn't that what you call it?
Yeah, we call it on call because when you get a chart break for, the teacher in the lesson you're in would press a button on the computer and call up the person who's going around collecting the students that are being naughty.
I'm gonna call this teacher. I'm gonna call him
We
John.
call it on call, but we actually. But mostly that. Phase 5.
Yeah. Anyway, there's this kid called Johnny.
Johnny Hass.
Yeah. Every physics lesson was hilarious, right? But like, because it was important, because it was important years, you know, leading up to the big exams and stuff.
Yeah, GCSEs or what do they call it in
Don't know. I don't know what it is in
GCSEs, A level, no O levels.
No, that's sixth form, isn't it?
Yeah.
But they're just you have exams.
Finals.
Yeah, finals. Whatever. But basically, you know, teaching us the last stuff we need to know.
Yeah, you will pay attention, especially in the core lessons like math, science, and English.
But this kid just.
This kid, he was special, and he hung out with the caretakers.
Yeah. He got loads of on calls, but because he helped with the caretakers,
he kind of got let off with it, didn't he?
Yeah, we had this system where.
I'm pretty sure he's special ed.
Yeah, he must.
Not that's a bad thing.
But basically, because he helped with the caretakers, we had this system where every Friday you have this like praise thing where you had like hot chocolate with the head teacher.
Yeah,
I mean,
hot chocolate with a doc.
I had it once, and
hey, you got the head teacher's award.
I know.
We'll come back to that.
Oh, that was right. But anyway,
that's a funny story.
I remember hot chocolate with the doc.
It's an
very awkward, is what it was.
It's not something you do.
He just flexed about his really rich brother. Don't know why you need to tell us about that, but you know, whatever.
Hey, as long as you got free hot chocolate, I suppose.
Yeah. And that assembly, I said his dad died.
Can we just move past his family, please?
Yeah, okay.
I hope you're not laughing at the fact that his dad died. I think you're laughing because it's just an awkward subject to talk about.
Yeah,
just move on.
Yeah, did you guys have a hot chocolate club?
Oh yeah, hot chocolate. We'll come back to that. We could do a whole podcast on this, man. We'll talk.
School is for another podcast. That is
yes.
Right. Shall we move on to our next topic?
Yeah. We'll come back to this. Stay tuned on
Yeah, stay tuned.
Actually, it was a good time to wrap up if you guys want to, because we've been going for an hour and 20.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Yeah. I think it's fine. Thank you, man.
Right. If anybody's actually watched this podcast, first of all,
thanks for watching.
Hope you enjoyed the CSGO footage that I put over this. If you're not even watching it and you're listening, thank you. Follow us on Instagram. It will be in the description because I keep forgetting.
We will definitely be making a Twitter eventually.
I'm trying to remember
the next time.
The podcast. If you want to follow the podcast on Instagram, it's ScratchingTheSurfacePodcast. It's decent. It's fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and it's been a pleasure.
Been a pleasure.
That's our next time.
Should we all say goodbye?
Alright, goodbye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more, like, subscribe, and I'll sell myself to the devil for a million
There will definitely
subscribers.
be more. This isn't one off.
Yeah, this is. I thoroughly
This is
enjoyed
just a
doing
one-off.
this.